Basically, I've been working doing bookkeeping type stuff, scheduling appointments, yada, yada, with a psychic that lives in my town. She's local and very popular. But business lately, I've worked there for a while now, but business lately hasn't been great. And I'm the only employee at this place.
Is there a way for us to look at the fucking transcripts?
Yes, I had the same thing. I couldn't quite hear what you were saying.
She's with a psychic.
A psychic.
She's been doing bookkeeping for a psychic. Okay, and get that fucking bigger for us there, Chief.
Yeah, thank you. So she's a bookkeeper for a psychic.
Yes, and business hasn't been going great. All right, we're caught up.
Yeah, they do. Okay.
Do fucking Apple Plus, you dumb motherfucker. I'm trying to see bigger fucking letters. There you go, dummies.
You're earning that $11.50. At first, I thought Stavvy was the bad guy. Now I'm torn.
Yeah. And ever come into contact with any Albanians? They got them in Chicago.
Albanian, sure. I mean, Belushi was an Albanian.
Oh, true. Yeah. That is a big hit for me when it comes to me and Eldest is Albanian. He does get Belushi, which is a tough one. Him, Elijah Dushku, half of Action Bronson. Those are all tough for me.
Those are big wins.
Those are big wins for Albanians. I'll give him that. He won't claim Dua Lipa because he says she's a Kosovar.
She's a Kosovar. Technically not Albanian.
All right, let's go. So this lady's a bookkeeper for a psychic.
Gotcha.
Business lately, I've worked there for a while now, but business lately hasn't been great. And I'm the only employee at this place aside from her, the namesake. And she sat me down the other day and basically just gave me the speech about how business isn't going too great. And she told me that pet psychic stuff is really big right now and that she's thinking about expanding the practice and bringing in a pet psychic.
A pet psychic?
Okay, yeah. So people that do readings.
That's fucking awesome.
Yes, it is.
She said yes and offered me the position. I do not possess any psychic abilities.
This is fucking awesome. This lady just being like, look, she's basically telling her employee it is bullshit. Yes. And it's like, I love the idea of a pet psychic because it's like, you can't talk to them.
You can't prove it. It's like a baby psychic.
It's like a human psychic. We can communicate.
Yeah.
Can you communicate, let alone read their minds?
A pet psychic is another level of bullshit.
That's awesome.
That is great. Like you bring a lizard in.
I see your dog is going to eat cat shit in the future. It's going to fucking die.
The reality of this call, though, is that it is big business.
I believe that.
And I believe that pet owners who view those pets as their kids, who have like such a bond with them, they feel like any way to fake communicate or feel like they can hear,
you're right.
They will spend real money.
True. No, you're right. I think the psychic's not a bad business lady. We'll give her that.
Yes.
Let's see what our caller. Let's conclude here, Eldest.
I do not possess any psychic abilities of any kind, and she's well aware of this. She basically told me that she wants me to lie to these people and tell them that I can communicate with their dead animals, and I would be getting paid double my current salary.
That's fucking awesome.
She
gave her the Alec Baldwin, Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross speech for fucking telling people she can talk to a dead hamster.
That she's ever told me. I don't know.
She's doubting everything she's ever told.
So she says,
where did she think she was working?
I know. This is fucked up.
I thought this woman was a real straight shooter talking to people's dead relatives, but now that she said animals, I gotta ask her a couple questions.
Wait a second. Has she been lying the whole time?
I mean, very clearly, if the woman's asking to double her salary and she's already working for a psychic,
right?
Of course she does it. This is not, if she's in a galaxy where she doesn't want to do this shit, she's like, my cousin's a psychic. I don't know. I feel weird booking appointments because I don't want to be fucking involved in the muck.
Right.
Now then you're different.
Right.
You're in the muck. You work for the con artist. You're in the hustle.
You're Epstein's limo driver.
Yeah, you're in it. If it's the person doing the fucking cards in Times Square, you're the person going like, hey, Hawaiian shirt, $5. And then going, I don't want to be a crook.
Right.
Your hands are bloody.
Yep, that is true. So I guess it comes down to, can you pull it off? The moral stuff, because she's basically, we talked over her a little bit, but she's like, she rejected morally.
Just doubting everything she's
doubting everything the psychic told you is so cute that you didn't do that. You thought she was legit.
This is what you call in the business a mark.
Yeah.
Whoever she is, you go like, I'm gonna give you my Venmo because there's some stuff I need to talk to you about.
I know.
Oh, so I just need to give you 1,000, then you're gonna send me 15,000.
Right.
The bank right now in Switzerland is holding my money.
Please don't respond. Don't click any links you don't recognize in your email. Because she's worked there. It's one thing to be like, to believe in being a psychic.
She's there every day.
But she's been there for a while and she's still like, huh?
She knows this bitch.
What the hell is going on here? So I mean, you have to really
be careful.
You have to do. I guess my question is, let's take the moral aspect out of it, right? Because it's like, whatever. It's all fucking bullshit.
But also, it's too late.
It's too late. Yeah.
If you want to be a moral person because everybody makes up their own lines in the sand, too late.
Yeah. You think she's already fucked?
You can't.
I will say this.
What?
It's the difference between being a mob associate and a made guy.
Agreed.
You know, it's like
But if you're saying to the guy, hop in the Oldsmobile, right, and then you open the door, then there's 3 mafia guys, and they go, and I say to you, hop in the Oldsmobile, sit in the front seat. And you go, why would I sit in the front seat? I'm new here. I just did that one weird thing with gambling that went sideways, and I go, they want you to have shotgun, and you get killed.
Right. Yeah.
Morally, I didn't shoot you.
But you're not. You aren't as bad as the guy who killed
I agree.
him. So that's what I'm saying. Is like she's not clean. But this is
but she's not the hustler.
She's not quite the hustler.
This is Donnie Brasco.
Exactly. And
this is you're going in deep.
I don't think, and more than the morals, right? Because I honestly, and maybe I'm showing my lack of moral character here, I don't give a fuck about the kind of dumb motherfucker that thinks they can talk to their dead fucking Labrador, take their money. You need it more than them. If they have, now look, if they're poor, this honestly comes down to class.
I promise you they're not going to be rich.
Well, they didn't make the money.
You're right.
It might have been dumb like husband or wife.
It might have been money passed down.
Yeah, if it's a trophy wife or a nepo baby or like any of that shit, feel free. But if it's someone with their last dollar trying to like, their dog just died and they're like, I didn't know where they wanted to be buried and I need to fucking do it. But like honestly, I think as long as these people got a little expendable income, morally, who fucking cares?
I agree.
But can you pull it off? Because you're such a naive soul.
Of course,
that you think you know what I mean.
But of course you can.
It's probably so much easier than even doing basic bookkeeping.
But I think you are actually dead right.
Yeah.
So what I think it is because all this stuff with this whole world, and I'll go down the road every once in a while. I'll get weird.
Yeah.
Because what I love is I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can all pretend.
I'm with you. The older I've gotten, the more, because I used to always when people would say shit about energy, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. And now I'm like,
I don't know.
I do feel energies sometimes.
So you want to hear a weird story?
Please. Fuck yeah.
I just told it's just happened.
Please.
I don't have a great ending because I don't know. I'm in it.
Yeah, great.
So, I went to therapy years ago when my kids were coming, and I was like, they were born. I'm like, I'm just getting weird. I need to talk this out a little bit.
Yeah.
I went to this lady. She said, I'm not.
You're like, I'm getting an urge to gamble and sell Buicks.
Well, when I moved to LA, I worked at the Hollywood Park Casino, so that itch was already gone. And unfortunately for the Buicks, I'd already been on TV where I'm like, I got to sell 10,000 Buicks.
Yeah.
I'm not that good of a salesman.
Oh, that's a tough one to fucking go from TV to fucking car selling.
Yeah. Or it's the best.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's true.
Hey, did you like the show?
But your name's got to be on the dealership.
Of course, and I'm in every commercial.
Yeah.
I love it.
Actually, that's
Together.
We got a movie.
Nepo babies.
We got a movie and a car dealership coming.
I think we're gonna make more money with the cars. You and me could sell those units.
Without question.
We could. You and me as salesmen.
I am morphing into the ideal used car salesman without even meaning it.
Yes, you are. And then I would be the guy.
I mean, look at. I got a fucking pinky ring and a Greek coffee cup. Are you kidding? This is it, dude.
You with a Marlboro light in your right hand, talking to somebody, and then
come to Dimitri Nissan and Altima. We will get you the #1 Altima Murano, whatever you need.
And then at a certain point, I go like this: can I talk to you guys without my brother for just a second? And I go, he's wonderful, but I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to be honest with you.
All right.
He's pushing something that's not right for you guys. You guys should not walk out of here with that Ultima. And I'll tell you why. It's too expensive for you. And then the husband goes like, I think we can afford the Ultima. I'm going to put you guys in a used car that's more you guys. I can see the way you dress your wife. You guys don't. You guys aren't made of money.
I'm so sorry. My brother's, he's interrupting. Guys, come over here. You know what? If the price is an issue, I'll knock 1,000. We just have the whole thing done.
My brother's interrupting. If 1,000's an issue, here's what we can do. Why don't we do this? I'm going to knock 2,000 off, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge you for a little thing. I got to put a wax on your tires. I can't have you drive out of here with a car that gets dents on it. My fucking brother would. I love him, but he would.
All right, so what's your weird story?
So I went to a therapist. We did hypnotherapy. We were kind of talking. She said she was getting into the energy stuff. She goes, I know you're not a big believer in this, blah, blah, blah. For a couple of years, I said, I'm not interested. And finally, she said, would you ever try Reiki? And I go, I don't know what Reiki is, but sure. So she found some
people do fucking like
energy moves
at you.
And
they're like, ha!
Yes, and honestly, for my 2 cents, the reason I did it, if you ever smoke too much pot or you eat mushrooms, and all of a sudden you're like, the trees are alive.
Dude, I'm telling you, mushrooms is where it all started for me.
Same.
Where everyone's talking about it, I'm like, shut the fuck up. I just want to see colors and have a good time. And literally I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
When I've said this before, a tree in Seattle convinced me to date my last serious girlfriend. I am losing my fucking mind at a park. By the way, I thought it was a huge park. I went back like a year later. It was
one
like
tree.
2 blocks by 2 blocks. It was nothing.
Yeah.
It was called, I keep forgetting. I'll remember later, whatever. But it was such a small park, like in the university district. And truly, I was like, and then I had another time after the pandemic where, in the middle of the pandemic, where I was just like so, everyone's so lonely, and I just took mushrooms for no reason. Yeah.
Interesting.
Went outside, hadn't been outside in a while, walk all across Queens and shit. I'm sitting in my Costco. There's a Costco with a nice view of Roosevelt Island.
Too?
I ditched the mask. I'm outside.
Oh,
it was at that point where we're like not afraid to be outside.
Out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm literally just crying at the Costco, looking at fucking Roosevelt Island and being like thinking about every woman I've ever loved, which includes like my mother, not just women I've dated, but it was just
women.
Like women.
You love women.
I'm just crying about how the ones I've let down and the ones who have always been there for me, and I'm just on mushrooms alone, fresh out of the pandemic. I'm growing out my hair. It's in this weird fucked up spot, and I'm just crying. And there's like a big titted German lady like talking next to me. It was one of the weirdest moments, but all that,
excellent.
All those mushrooms were the start of me being like, ooh, something's up here. Anyway, go ahead. So you're getting Reiki?
Yeah. So I did my mushrooms in high school.
Nice.
So the reason I don't do it now is I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get back on a set again. And that's where I do it. I was like, once you go too far with one of these, there's no coming back.
Sure.
So I go to this lady out in Laverne. My therapist didn't know her.
Oh, wow.
It was like, this comes recommended.
She's just a Reiki fan in general.
She just said, honestly, her thought was like, it might work for you, but I'm also not pushing it.
Yeah.
And I just had a thing where I was like, honestly, kind of sounds like an interesting Tuesday.
Sure.
I'm not smoking weed these days.
Yeah.
I'm not eating mushrooms. I'm barely drinking.
Right.
I could use a little something to spice
mix it up. Yeah.
Throw some spices in between these ears. I'm getting a little bored mentally. Working on a project, talking about the project, pitching the project, developing. I'm like, I'm just getting a little bored.
Yeah.
So that was my energy and being like, let's see what happens. I walk in there. The lady goes, it's this weird little shop. She walks in. She goes, why are you here? And I go, I believe I'm here for Reiki. And she goes, why are you here? And I go, aggressive, by the way.
Right, of course.
Truly.
Yeah, I believe
that. And I go, I'm here for Reiki.
She's got a gift. She can't be wasting her time.
Yeah, and people will do that every once in a while with me where I'm like, why are you getting hard on me?
Yeah.
I was coming in soft.
Totally.
I'm coming in hand in hand.
Totally.
You're getting tacky? Like, I'll be an asshole too, but I thought we were going to be really nice.
Totally.
I thought you were going to light incense, do candles. I was going to cry.
Massage vibes. Yeah.
And hers was like, no, you're not being honest with me. And I'm like, I mean, I am a liar, but I am being honest with you.
We don't have any trust to betray yet. I don't know you.
I haven't let you down.
Yeah.
And then she goes, you have a dark energy that surrounds you.
Whoa.
That is outside of you. And I will say, part of me, and I was talking to my wife about this, the thing that really got triggered is the kid version of me. And that is, now I'm going to fuck with you. It took everything in me not to go, you think but in like a because she was believing that there was a real darkness around that was scaring her, and I was like, all I need to do is literally go like, what do you mean? I don't think I do, and then go like this. You think I do? You fucking idiot! You fucking... I'm like, we're in a little room in Laverne. We could turn this into the wildest hour.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you're 45. You're not... That's a bit you would have done at 12.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. We're sitting on the table. She starts doing...
Then you try to do that, then she just goes like this and just like actually puts it on you, and then you're actually talking like that. You're like,
and then I'm in the car. Then I'm in jail. I'm in jail an hour later. But it ends up turning into like a weird seance.
Whoa.
And crystals all over my body. She's got some gong right in my ear. She's talking half Spanish, half English. So much incense in the air that I'm like choking a little bit.
Oh my God.
And in my head, there's the me voice being like, this is getting wild.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is getting a little bit out of my control.
Sure.
But if it was a 6'6" guy, I would have left.
Yeah.
But I'm like, worst case scenario, I can get out of here.
I punch her in the fucking head.
I can just get out. I can just stand up and go.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna go.
Right.
So I was in that mode, but then I was like, just lean in.
Yep.
And so she's like, and it's going, and I did feel some version of a release.
Yeah.
So going back to this, was that release real?
Interesting.
I don't know.
Wow.
But if you tell somebody about their dog and you go, there's an old dog, and they go like, my dog Tiger has died. He's 14. He's been my best friend. He was there when my mom died of cancer. And then you go like, and you feel, you go like, Tiger wants you to know that you are okay.
Yeah.
And that you'll be okay. Tiger loves you.
Yeah.
And she goes like, okay, maybe it's nice.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe it's all bullshit.
Totally. And
maybe
it is all
step,
bullshit.
But like, who knows?
Yeah.
Step into it.
Yeah.
So I would say 100% lean in, be a pet psychic, get on commercials, do infomercials.
Double your pay sounds nice. And you could do something for them, but you have to have the conviction. You have to start lying to yourself now if you're going to do this.
I think
you have
also
to start believing that you can do it.
You also have to change your look.
Absolutely.
Because if you're going to be a pet psychic, you can't look like a receptionist.
Loose fitting, layers of semi see-through on their own stuff, but like kind of layered over top of it.
Burn sage around you, so you've got an array. Like you got to smell like you were at a Fish concert.
Yeah.
Right? And you got to
You need essential oils.
You need essential shoes.
No shoes.
If you don't wash your hair for a couple of days, so that it's got a different.
You need it oily. You need it crunchy.
Put it in some weird version of a braid. A lot of necklaces. A lot of jewelry. So when your hands move, you hear sounds.
You need jewelry, you need crystals in your shit, and you need to like ask them to bring like a fucking like their favorite thing so you can feel it energetically. You know, because you need to figure out a way to lie about it and be like, I can contacontact them through energy or something like that. And every once in a while, you're gonna have to pick one person to pretend that their dog hates them.
Yes, exactly.
Because you need one bad review. You need mostly 5 stars, and then you need one review where it becomes clear, where the person's just mad you said like, hey.
And then comment back on the album and be like, I'm really sorry the reading was negative.
Yes, exactly.
That's the last thing I wanted to.
I am merely a vessel.
Yeah, but your dog had issues with your behavior.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
He hated the electric shock collar. You knew it. You knew what you did. You bought a fucking shepherd dog and you kept it indoors.
And you did it to be mean.
And
you did it to be mean.
Yeah.
And he knows it.
So throw one of those in the mix every 15 times.
Also for the room, real true maniacs like this have like a weird thing like tangerines where there's like an orange theme. There's a thing they're eating when you come in.
Yeah.
So everything you go like, I don't feel comfortable. This woman's eating a fucking tangerine.
Yeah.
Smells like a joint. There's like weird sounds. There's a wrapper of a you got the peel of it. You look in the garbage.
I think even more. I say essence of it. Make it clear tangerines where they never let them see a tangerine.
Oh, interesting.
You know,
so all they smell is tangerine. I gotta tell you, it smelled like I was inside of a tangerine. That's interesting. But they never see it, and you never mention it. If they bring it up, you go like this.
Maybe you come out of a room, you're clearly chewing, you're finishing a tangerine, but they never see any evidence.
And also, I would study mentalism.
Yeah,
mentalism is a lot of fun, especially if you can plant words early on, so that like if all of a sudden, if it's tangerine, everything's tangerine, and then at one point you go like, I'm having a really crazy thing. They're trying to relay something to you. It is a fruit. And she goes, and you write down tangerine.
Oh, that's good.
And then you go like, they're trying to tell you something right now. It's a fruit. It's like it's something that they like. It's little. And then what is it? What is it? And then you don't even say fruit. You go like it's little. It's like a ball, but it's not a ball you play with. It's And she goes tangerine, and you go like tangerine. If you pull that off,
true.
Now you got big business.
If they don't say it, never pull it out.
But then you just have to have like a weird piece of paper in your ear.
Be like, I don't know. Also, go through their Facebook. You know, these are old. These are people that like find as much as you can about them, and just any random thing about their dog, you just throw it out. So yeah, we got a good way to get you to be a fucking.
I got one more on it.
Please.
In terms of mushrooms and weed, smoke a huge joint before everybody comes in, so it's right on top of you, so you believe your own bullshit.
Yeah.
Because if it's all happening at once,
you have to start lying to yourself.
You have to start lying to yourself.
Yeah. I would say, I don't know if I could do huge joint. For me, the right vibe would be like a 5 milligram edible.
Yes, I think that's exactly right.
Just a little something where you're
feel good, feel loose, have the right music. When they come in and they walk in, if you're sitting on the couch and your eyes are closed, don't open them right away.
Yeah. Address them with eyes closed.
Yeah, and then they go like, "Hi, are you Carol?" And you go like, "I am. Give me a second here." And she goes, "Everything okay?" And you go, "Just communicating."
Yeah. One moment.
Give me a moment.
And you remember their name, be like, Rebecca?
Yes. And then don't be afraid to hug, and don't be afraid to hold the hug.
I love that.
That weird touch where you're like, whoa.
This is all great. I mean, we honestly have set this girl up.
Yeah.
So
for our business. Nepo babies. We will talk to your animals.
We'll have a fucking little side. We'll have a side room at the dealership.